exactly 5 months after heavy rains hit our area, the governor's office received word we won't be receiving any federal funds to repair damage.
Western Mass News is breaking down the events that got us here.
A disaster funding request from Governor Healey to the Federal Emergency Management Agency has been denied. It aimed to provide funding for Hamden, Bristol, and Worcester County after extreme flooding last September. But first, let's rewind. On September 12th, a culvert washed out and led to a 36-inch water main break behind the Big Y on Springfield's St. James Avenue. Western Mass News followed developments as boil water orders and the district canceling school followed suit. On September 13th, Springfield Mayor Dominic Sarno declared a state of emergency for the city. While repairs on the break continue, in a statement to Western Mass News on Tuesday, Sarno says in part, quote, "I want to thank Governor Healey for her continued leadership on this front. I will continue to work with the governor to make sure that Springfield receives every dime we can to help our community recover." As of now, none of that will be coming from the federal government. In a letter to the governor, FEMA says in part, quote, "Based on our review of all the information available, it has been determined that the damages from this event was not of such severity and magnitude as to beyond the capabilities of the state, affected local governments, and voluntary agencies." In response, the governor's office has expressed disappointment in the decision. A spokesperson from her team saying, "We submitted a strong request based on the severe local impacts this storm had on our communities." Her office has distributed $5 million in flood relief funding in response to the denial, and Mayor Sarno says his administration will continue to go after any and all reimbursement opportunities that are available.
The governor's office has 30 days from February 11th to appeal the decision, and Healey has already said they plan to do so.